Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had a great week. We will not be having a live stream today, Friday, the 7th of June, because I am smelling the roses once again, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to try to make this video a little bit longer than it normally is. And it's going to be a lot of fun because it's this week's reaction videos. And for those of you that haven't seen these types of videos, I try to do it once a week to break the monotony, and some of the short videos are funny, some of them are interesting, some of them make me very angry, but you'll see. I don't even remember what videos we have in the lineup. So what I do is during the week, if I see a short video that I think it's interesting or funny or just very frustrating, I go ahead and save it, and then I share with you all during this reaction video. I will have a video coming out on Saturday and on Sunday. And towards the end of the video, if you want to stick around, I will be talking about an awesome sale that OUPES is going to be having on its solar generator bundles for Father's Day week.
This comedian might have exposed America's secret weapon.
Most powerful country on this planet. And it's not because we have more money, we're better looking. No, it's because we have something in this country they don't have in other countries. That's right, I'm talking about rednecks. Good old boys with an arsenal in their basement that have been waiting for just such an occasion since 1775. Oh, believe me, foreign troops land in the South, there'll be a line of pickup trucks and NASCARs heading down I-95.
And empty beer cans.
Marines will show up 3 hours later, nothing but beer cans and shotgun shells. What the hell happened here?
This comedian might have exposed America's secret weapon.
All right, that one was funny, but get ready for the next one.
How did we go from fighting a revolution over a 2% tax on a breakfast beverage to what we pay today? And we're taxed on money when we receive it, when we spend it, when we keep it, when we invest it, and even when we die with it. It gets worse. We commute to work to make that money in a car that is taxed again to register on roads we're already taxed to build, fueled by gas that is taxed even further, and many times tolls that tax you again. And that's to maintain bridges and highways and tunnels that already have billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, allocated to them, and they're still falling apart. And then when you get to your office that is taxed to exist, in a corporation that is also taxed to do business, that almost certainly requires permits and other things, which are another tax, you are paid a paycheck that the corporation match another payroll tax on top of what they have to pay you. Then you go to a home of which you are taxed to own every single year that we bought with money that the government already taxed us on. How did we go from...
And still, the government doesn't have enough of our money to spend. It's a sham, ladies and gentlemen, and the people are starting to wake up.
Where you coming from tonight?
Oh, back that way. Yeah,
Back
yeah, I was coming from back that way.
No, where were you coming
From
from?
back that way.
Like where though? Where were you coming from?
Back that way. From back there.
Like,
So
where
say
were you
from
before
the
this?
From the past. In the past, I was back that way, and I'm headed just straight that way. So,
Kids, don't do drugs. Imagine though if every person that got pulled over acted like this. He's not doing anything wrong. He is merely answering the police officer's questions.
What a mess.
During campaign stops, former President Trump is asking the old question, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? And Trump has now gotten a response from President Biden, who says, quote, well, Donald, I'm glad you asked that question, man, because I hope everyone in the country takes a minute to think back to what it was like in March of 2020. Common sense would like to rewind the clock. In March of 2020, AAA says the average price of gas was $1.99 a gallon. Today it's $3.53. Mortgage rates in March 2020 averaged 3.29%. Today it's 7.2%. Food up 25%. Rent 22% up.
It's more than
Credit
that.
card debt 47% up. In 4 years, the illegal immigration population has gone up by 8 to 9 million. Homelessness, crime also up. In fairness, some things are down, like test scores, arrests, and national pride.
What a mess.
Do you really think that food is only up 25% in the last 4 years, ladies and gentlemen? It's a lot worse than that. But not only that, all right? also the respect that the United States of America has lost in the last 3.5 years or so. Just take a look at the actions of this president when he went, I believe it was to France, to talk on Memorial Day. Anyways, I digress. Let's go to the next one.
No, we've told you you're right.
Oh, no, another one of these.
You told me a bunch of Miranda's rights, dude.
They told us Miranda's rights.
Miranda's rights, this guy, dude. Yeah, you never didn't tell me what mine was. You know?
We told you.
Like, why do I need to know
This
so
guy
much
makes me
about
cry.
what Miranda can do? Good for her, dude. But you're telling me I can remain, I could have been remaining silent this whole time, dude.
Are you serious?
Like, you should have said that before I told you all that stuff that got you guys all mad or whatever, dude. Like, how was I supposed to know that I didn't have to tell you guys that? Dude? It's not party foul, dude.
No, we literally told
dude.
you. No, we've told you you're right.
Kids, don't do drugs. I know this guy's just playing around, but he does this skit so very well. This one goes out to all of you that say, "Hey, Pete, this was never planned." Listen to this.
Ogle in 1970s, Tom Ogle accidentally created an engine that ran on its own fumes using a modified lawnmower. What? In April 1977, he drove the car 205 miles on just 2 gallons of gas. Engineers found no hidden fuel reserves in the car, confirming the technology's effectiveness. Ogle's invention attracted significant attention, including a $25 million buyout. You know from who? Ready for this? From Shell Oil Company, which he...
1977, ladies and gentlemen, and here they are talking about taking away our vehicles because they use too much fuel. 1977, for those of you that say this was never planned.
He declined to prevent the technology from being suppressed. How weird is that? Despite securing a patent and investor support, Ogle faced legal troubles from the SEC and the IRS and personal challenges, including his wife leaving him. Ogle was shot in 1978 but survived. However, later he died under suspicious circumstances involving painkillers and alcohol, which was ruled an accidental overdose. His death was speculated by some to be a cover-up, and his revolutionary invention was largely forgotten.
It doesn't matter if something is invented that will help humanity. The only thing that matters to the people that are really pulling the strings is will it help them.
You know someone is making a good argument when the other person tries to speak over them.
Please let me answer the question. This judge committed multiple elements of reversible error, and he did it while his daughter has made a ton of money off of Democratic candidates and while he himself donated to the Biden campaign.
So let me repeat the question.
You cannot say that this trial was anything more than politics masquerading as justice. And yes, I will help Donald Trump. I will help Donald Trump. However, I think that I can, Wolf, because if we allow this to happen, it's so much bigger and so much more troubling than Donald Trump. If we allow this standard that you can throw your political opponents in jail because they're doing better than you in an election, it will be the end of this country as we know it.
If Donald Trump, being a billionaire that can defend himself with the best lawyers available, if they can do this to him, do you think you would have the resources to fend off the federal government like he has? Absolutely not. Most people don't. Then they definitely can do it to you. It doesn't matter what side you're on. The question is, do you want to live in a free and fair nation, or do you want to live in a banana republic where only those that get to the top are those that are allowed to get to the top by government?
I have a lot of money in my 401k.
Okay, I'm sorry for you.
Why do you feel sorry for it? It's a way to put money in without paying taxes on it.
It's a way for you to be trapped for 30 years.
Well, you can pull it out when you're
63. How old are you right now?
50.
13 years from now, will taxes be higher or lower?
Higher.
You will wish you would have sold them when you were 50 because you'd pay lower taxes, dude.
You don't pay any taxes when you pull out money out of your 401k if you wait until you're 63.
When you start using that money, you're going to pay taxes, bro. You weren't charged taxes while it sat there. What's wrong with you? You're not.
IRS allows penalty-free withdrawals from retirement accounts after the age of 59 and a half.
Penalty-free, not tax-free. So they're going to charge you a penalty. They're going to put handcuffs on you to sell it before then. But dude, when you're 63 years old, when you start withdrawing, you're going to start paying taxes at that point.
Now, if I remember correctly, ladies and gentlemen, a traditional 401k or IRA where you don't pay taxes on the funds that you put into it initially. You don't pay taxes on that, and you also don't pay taxes on its growth. okay? While it's growing, while you're putting money in throughout your working life. However, once you're eligible to start withdrawing money out of it, and I do believe it's at the age of 59 and a half, unless they've changed something, then you will start paying taxes on those monies. So for example, let's say you retire at 59 and a half. Beautiful. And you are still working a part-time job making, let's say 20 grand a year or something like that. And you draw $50,000 a year from your 401k to help you live, right? Well, you're still going to pay taxes as if you were making $70,000 a year. With a Roth IRA, you're putting money into a Roth IRA that has already been taxed, and it will grow tax-free, and it will also be tax-free when you withdraw the money. I believe it's 59 and a half, right? Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, because I always want to learn about this stuff and keep up with it. It's been a while since I look into this.
So Hunter Biden didn't get offered any sweetheart plea deal at the last minute. They went ahead with jury selection, and the first day of his trial has been concluded. You guys do get that this dude is cooked, right? And I, for one, am astounded. I really honestly thought that they were going to give him some last-second exit so that he could save himself, plead guilty, do a little bit of, like, probation or some house arrest or something. Here's the thing, y'all. This is a federal gun case. This carries a maximum sentence of 25 years in federal prison. And this dude doesn't have a lot of defense, y'all. He literally signed this stuff when he was registering the gun that he was buying, saying that he wasn't a drug addict, and he definitely was, in fact, a drug addict. They have cocaine residue on the holster for the gun. They have his laptop with texts saying that he was high at the time when he bought the gun, and even worse than that, he wrote a whole book telling on himself. Who writes a book just to snitch themselves out? That's crazy. So Hunter Biden didn't get offered any...
If this gentleman is correct and Hunter Biden is pretty much cooked, he's done, and he does go to jail, I think he won't be in jail for more than 6 months or so, because are we forgetting who his father is, and that his father still has the power to be able to pardon anyone he wants? Again, you're not part of the club. Are you better off today than you were 3.5 years ago? Listen to this.
Says it's raising its max price for items in stores to $7. That's a $2 increase over the current cap price. The higher cost items will include food,
wait a minute, listen to this though.
Personal care items. In addition, the base price for items will be raised from $1.25 to $1.
Remember, it used to be the base items were priced $1, right? Dollar Tree. And then their pricier items were over $5, okay? Now, their base prices went up from $1 to $1.25. That's 25%, ladies and gentlemen, right? And it pretty much happened like over a weekend or something like that. And it wasn't that long ago that their base price went from $1 to $1.25. Now, from $1.25 to $1.50.
I don't even shop there, and that pissed me off. This is what they talk about when they say people get the big head and forget what they was created for. You was created to be a tree. Just a tree. Not an oak tree. Just a tree.
Just a tree.
But you done got the big head. Now you don't want to be Dollar Tree no more. Now you want to be 7
Now you want to be the $1.50 tree. You forget where you come from, didn't you, tree? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's really not the tree's fault. If the tree wants to stay in business and still be able to offer those items that it did before, it's going to have to do so at a higher price. Why? Because those dollars that it used to take in are now worth a lot less, at least 50% less in their eyes, because they went from $1 to $1.50. Now, for those of you that normally don't join in on these videos, the very last short that I react to on the video, I go ahead and go down one and see what's in store for us, and we'll react to that one together. The only thing is that if it's not a family-friendly video, I will keep going until I find one.
Hey, Mr. Gray. Yes, sir. Can you put that down for me, please? What's the phone? Yes, put it down. I'd rather not. I'd like to have it recorded.
Oh, he's recording.
Yes, sir. Can you please put it down? I'm not touching it. I got it right there. Yes, I know. And I know what that phone does. Please put it down so it's not recording me, please. No, sir. I'd rather not. I'm going to go ahead and record. I know it's my...
Is the phone now a weapon? You know, is the phone now something? Well, I guess it is a weapon against law enforcement officers that maybe are not on the up and up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm not attacking Leos. Okay. So don't get triggered. But there is probably a very minute percentage of Leos out there that maybe aren't very honest. And I haven't seen this video. Let's see what happens.
My right to be able to record. Excuse me? I know it's my right to be able to record. No, not to record me. Yes, sir. Audio and video. I'll let you know when I first pull it.
Public servant.
It's a citizen has the right to film public officials. Okay. It's First Amendment protected free speech. Okay. Put the phone down, please.
Amazing.
I just got it sitting there.
Amazing.
And you know it's recorded.
Amazing that law enforcement officers don't know the basics of the Constitution. Always want to end it off on a funny one or a pretty cool one, but this kind of frustrates me. You know, when you are put in a position where you're supposed to protect and serve the public, you need to remember what kind of a tree you are, right? Just like that guy say, you remember you're a dollar tree, not a $1.50 tree or a $7 tree. You need to remember where you came from, and you need to act in a manner in which you would be okay with someone acting towards your wife, towards your daughter, towards your mother, etc. We're going to go ahead and leave it off at that. Before we finish the video though, ladies and gentlemen, I need to tell you about the sale that OUPES is putting on starting on Monday, the 10th of this month for Father's Day week. And I will talk about it again during our live stream this Monday. And there will be a couple of giveaways involved, which are very nice giveaways, but we'll talk about that on Monday. Nonetheless, this Monday, the 10th of June, OUPES is putting a sale on bundles that is incredible. And I know that some of you may not be in the market for OUPES solar generators, and that's why I waited till the end of the video. However, telling you a few of the small details that I remember is that if you purchase a bundle or a system that's of $2,000 or more, they're going to give you 10% off right off the top. And on top of that, they provided me with a coupon code for 5% off that you can take off on top of that. So it's going to be not only a great savings on the bundle, but also an additional 10 and then 5% off savings on the top of that. Anyways, I'll stop talking about it. I'll go ahead and bring it up again later on during the videos of next week to remind you all in case you are interested. And before I forget, if you didn't check out the video that I put out yesterday on the IRA portable RO system or reverse osmosis water filtration system, take a look at that video, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I know it's not a SIMPURE, but I have to tell you what I truly feel, whether I'm affiliated with SIMPURE or not. That IRA RO system is an awesome little reverse osmosis water filtration system that you can pretty much take anywhere very easily. It's the most portable system that I've ever seen. Have a great weekend. We'll see you all on Monday. Remember, I have a couple of videos that I already produced and I put up to release tomorrow on Saturday and on Sunday. Other than that, God bless every one of you. God bless America. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.